Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm really excited about this device. This is the Iris Flip from Consumer Cellular, and a couple of very interesting things. So, number one, this is a flip phone, of course, and we're going to go over the specs in just a second. But first, I want to answer your frequently asked questions. As always, you have frequently asked questions, and they'll be answered there. But this device is the best KaiOS device that I have ever used, and because it's fast, it also has more RAM. I believe it has 1 gig of RAM. Instead of the regular 512, and it just makes the phone fly. It's just very fast and very useful. Now, when it comes to the hardware of the device, it does have a USB-C, it does have a 3.5mm headphone jack, a 5-megapixel camera, which is pretty decent. I will showcase a sample right now of that 5-megapixel camera. And again, it just has a very good processor, the Qualcomm 215, and it does extremely well when it comes to a lot of the usage of the device. But I'm really excited because this device also brings Kaiva, which is KaiOS virtual assistant, and that allows us to do amazing things like voice to text. So here we have a new text, and let's say that you're trying to use it right there. You can, of course, use the keypad with T9, as you see right there is predicting my behavior. And if you want to use the voice assistant, you would just press, and right there is going to listen to whatever you're saying. And of course, it's going to transcribe it as best as possible. I'm not close to the microphone, so the performance may not be as great. But yeah, essentially, it's going to try to do that, and it will, try to release whatever it thinks it is. It needs to be really close to your mouth, but again, it works, and it has the ability to transcribe whatever it is that you are going to send it. Of course, you can also send, let's say, a group text message automatically, like right there. That's one number, and then another number, and boom, right there, group text message without the need for you to change any settings, and it will do so automatically. The camera, like you saw, is pretty decent. It does have a music gallery, then it has video. You have Google as well, right there for searches, internet, Kai Store, Kai Weather. The browser is nothing amazing, but it will get you out of a pinch if you're looking for something specific. And of course, you can also ask the assistant. So for example, I'm in Denver. So did the Denver Broncos win yesterday? And right there, it will search and tell me that the Broncos did win yesterday against the champs. And right there, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. And as you see, I'm scrolling 24-9, the Broncos won. So very good for the Broncos. Then you have PodLP right there, which is an app that I downloaded from the store. It's a podcasting app, and you're able to download your podcast and listen to them on the 2780, for example, which I have right here, which is a little bit of a smaller device. Does have half the RAM as far as I understand. So on this device, some apps crash from time to time, and you have to kind of restart and go ahead. On the Iris Flip, it's definitely faster, and nothing crashes because of that generous 1 gig of RAM that I've been able to at least tell with the help of a couple people. They're like, yeah, 1 gig of RAM seems like what the documentation on the FCC and all the websites tell us it is. But the most interesting thing about this device, besides QR code reader, and it has like the notes and utilities and a couple games here and there for you to play. The most interesting about this device is that it has an eSIM card. This device actually doesn't come with a regular SIM card. It comes with an eSIM. It doesn't have a SIM card slot, which is rare, especially for a flip phone. It's the first time that I've seen that. But right there, you have eSIM number one, and you can add a second one. You can scan a QR code. You can download directly. It's super easy to set up, and I didn't have any issues. Honestly, I actually really enjoyed the process of setting it up, and it was just very seamless and very easy to do. You can also create a SIM pin in order to lock it and not have your information stolen. Of course, you have the other regular things like language. You have Spanish and English. It's available right now only for the American market, but you can unlock this device and probably technically take it out after 60 days of usage, as far as I saw from the policy. So 60 days of usage on this. Consumer Cellular has a $15 plan, so about $30. And boom, right there, you're good to go. Close to go home, open to answer call on the lid. You have input methods in English, of course, predictive. You can have a dictionary. You can also have Spanish. And again, it just works, and it has a lot of good things. Then you have the store, which it's going to load pretty quickly. And again, it just very, very well used, very nicely kind of like refreshed. Like the animations are just the fastest I've ever seen on KaiOS. And as you see right there, like when it goes pretty fast, it just kind of like has the ability to do, and you can download, many different things like maps and yada, 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 and all of that good stuff. It does not bring certain applications from default. So like, for example, you're not going to see these pinned. So for example, the maps or the YouTube, you can also deselect these and put them back. But YouTube is essentially not super functional, and it's only if you want to really watch a video. I wouldn't definitely recommend it. But you have maps, and the maps are the same as always in KaiOS. It's not going to follow you right away. You have to allow the location, and it will give you directions and stuff that is in your area and tell you how to get there. Starbucks, of course, is not doing it. STARBUCK, Starbucks, right? So I was trying to look for Starbucks right there in my area, and it's going to give you results. Of course, right now it's not calibrated, so it thinks I'm in Las Vegas, but I'm not. And of course, like then you can get directions. So for example, let's say I want to go to that specific location. You can, go to that specific location, get the details, where it is, and you can ask it to give you directions to it, and it will, kind of like give you like, okay, you can choose it on map or your location. And after a while, of course, it will give you the location and then step-by-step directions to there. It does have transit, and it does have other, nifty features that you can use, especially for the maps. I'm going to close it out, but again, it works, and it's very, very useful. The email function I wouldn't use, but if you need it, it's definitely there for quick checks or things like that. Then you have the clock with alarms and all of the other features. It works essentially just like it's like regular KaiOS device. However, it's just way faster. It does have this specific key right there, and it's for favorites. So you can load your favorites and essentially contact them quite fast. And it does have a speaker and a couple of the other features that you expect from a flip phone. But again, the first eSIM card device, you probably could flip between this, no pun intended there, and a smartphone if you needed to, for a season. Especially a smartphone with an eSIM card, you will load it on the eSIM card on the phone, on the flip phone for a time whenever you want to go and distraction free. And then you will load your SIM card, eSIM card on a different device. So for example, if you're trying to do an iPhone or maybe an Android device, if you're going on a trip, then you take it for a trip. And then when you come back, you switch the SIM card again. So again, very, very excellent device. I'm really excited about the different things that will come out of this device, and hopefully the future of flip phones and KaiOS altogether. Hopefully we can see more companies being interested in getting us voice to text and browsers and good compatibility. Sadly, Nokia is not very interested in that or updating their devices. But this one right here, the Iris Flip from Consumer Cellular, comes from a company called Start USA. I think it's a very, very good proposition. It also has a micro SD card and a couple of extra nifty features. If you have any questions about this device or any of the other devices that I have reviewed, make sure to leave those in the comments below, and I will be interacting with you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support as always, and I hope you have a great day.